Hello friends and fellow gamers, MKxJUMP here, and in today's video we're checking out this week's Halloween event, and oh my word, we've got some interesting stuff to discuss. So much in fact that I'm not going to be talking about Annabelle in today's video. I will do a separate video for that later on, so be sure to subscribe if you want to know my early thoughts on Annabelle. As well guys, before we get into today's video where I'll break down the whole Halloween event for you, let's give a shout out to this week's new backers for Patreon. So a shout out to Glass HP, Andre and Hayden Hines. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to be like them and help the content I make here, why not consider backing me financially using the link up there in the top corner of the screen. And you should also get yourself access to account reviews which happen on the second and third Tuesdays of the month over at twitch.tv/MKxJUMP. So if you're interested in that, that's one way you can get access to those. Anyway, folks, let's go check out this week's Halloween event because there's a lot to cover. Some people are confused, and my word, there's a lot to ask about what free-to-play players, spenders, and even big spenders should go ahead and do. Let's go! So the first thing that should jump out to you is this week we get 3 heroic summon scrolls and nothing else. It's very normal login rewards. This is the usual 21 scrolls throughout the week for getting 3 every single one of the 7 days we can log in. So make sure you're logging in to get those scrolls. That's pretty standard. But there's a lot more to take a look at, so let's delve in. First things first, Palace of Eternity. This will let you swap any of the 5 heroes you see here for the brand new hero, Annabelle. She seems really interesting, she's a support hero, and she's a priest for the Shadow faction, which is quite rare. Of course, if you want to know my thoughts on this, I'll be making another video about that, so I'm going to spare the details for that today. However, if you do decide you want to go for Annabelle, you might be pleased that this event is potentially worth using at least some of your scrolls on. More on that later. Now, we have the Palace of Crystal. This is where you can get Eternity Crystals from, which are needed to swap in the Palace of Eternity. 10 crystals will get you 1 swap of a hero to the new hero. Now, if you want to get some more of these, you have to do 400 scrolls each time to unlock the next tier of 5 crystals. As well, you'll see below is a locked away additional 15, which you can only get by purchasing a $100 package, which will unlock the next one that you haven't got. So first will be 400, then 800, 1200, etc. So just bear that in mind, guys, that if you want to get additional rewards, you will need to spend money. As well, don't forget to do Sky Labyrinth. That ends today, so make sure to go ahead and finish up everything you need to do there. Hopefully you can get yourself a 6-star selection chest, 5-star selection chest, etc, etc. As well, value packages for this week are not only offering the new boosted supplies of double the gems we'd normally see and a ton of scrolls, we're also getting sensory crystals and witches potions. More on these value packages later, because I will be answering the question of first whether it's even worth buying these for anybody, and for even medium to upper spenders whether you should even consider this at all. So that's going to be important, and I'll discuss that later too. The hero lottery is here, so every copy of Annabelle you get will get you a full set of 4-star gear. Not too bad. And the summon prizes for this week are pretty standard, besides the fact that you get 2 witches potions every single time you reach a new tier, totaling 12 for a full 500 scrolls used. Remember, this is front loaded so that you get ones for 50 and 100, and then it progressively goes after each 100. You'll be getting the normal Prophet Orbs and normal scrolls. Demon Hunter is available at 200. As well, you get the usual soul symbols and a Core of Transcendence at 300. 400 points gets you a copy of the new hero, and 500 will get you Glorious Relics and as well another Core of Transcendence. So all the usual stuff you'd expect from a summon event, but lots of you are asking, is it worth getting these witches potions? How many scrolls should I use this event? Please help. Again, I will answer that all very, very soon. Finally, guys, we have the Hero Exchange event for this week that's offering Drake and Forkis, not on Kiramaru as was initially leaked, which is nice because I imagine not a lot of people needed him anyway. But there you go, Forkis and Drake. Some will be asking who is better. Drake is arguably the most important dark hero to have on your account at E5, but if you've already got a Drake, you might want to get Forkis, or in fact, you might just want to skip because Forkis doesn't really offer much for many game modes. So folks, if you haven't got an E5 Drake, go ahead, grab a copy. That can hopefully help you build up Drake. If not, just leave it, wait for another good altar mission. So there you go, that's all pretty normal. Here is the Grey Dwarf's Blessing, that's here for the next 2 weeks, so if you need to go get yourself some Resonance Armor or other stuff like that, go ahead. Some people have been asking me, should I get Resonance gear this event, or should I spend my gems on the Halloween stuff? I just want to remind you guys that this lasts for 2 weeks. If you find yourself needing to use your gems and focus them on the future Halloween content we're about to look at, then of course prioritize that over Grey Dwarf's Blessing. So let's go take a look at what all this crazy discussion is about the Halloween event. Well, there's a lot to take in, so hopefully I can explain this in the simplest and easiest way possible for you guys. First things first, do not do the Ghosts Hide and Seek immediately. Do not just throw your Witch's Potions at this, because you will waste them. It is guaranteed that you will make a mistake if you jump into this straight away. First thing you need to know is that there are 10 little ghosts hidden behind these tiles. There are 25 tiles in total, so 10 of them will offer a little ghost. Stage 1 will get you a 6-star puppet selection chest if you can flip a tile that reveals a little ghost twice. So on this stage you need to find 2 little ghosts. When that happens, you'll get the 6-star puppet chest and you will move on to the next stage. In this stage, you need to find 4 little ghosts to go ahead and get the little ghosts treasure chest here, which offers one of the resources available to you. My recommendation for this would be to go for rock and also to go for toolboxes. They're probably the 2 most important materials in here because they're the hardest to get. Now, you're probably wondering, MK, it uses a Witch's Potion to flip over a tile. Correct. How do I not waste my Witch's Potions? Well, it's the sensory crystals. These crystals that we can pick up will tell you where the little ghosts aren't. So you need to use 15 sensory crystals on a floor to then reveal the 10 where the little ghosts will be. At that point, you can click and flip and get yourself the little ghosts. Some people have argued, is it worth it to risk it, let's say. Let's say I've revealed 14 of the areas there aren't, and there's only 11 left, and I know that 10 of them will be little ghosts. Statistically, you are very likely to find 2 ghosts, but if you hit a tile which doesn't contain a ghost because you took a gamble, then that's your fault, and you will waste a Witch's Potion, and there is only a finite number of Witch's Potions you will get for free, and it may limit the progression you can make from this game mode, so it's really not worth risking it. Why? Because sensory crystals are available for free. Look at this. You get 30 sensory crystals if you use 3 arena tickets 30 times. So that's 90 arena tickets. You have to consume 5 million gold 40 times. That's 200 million gold. Shouldn't be too difficult if you've got some gold saved. Spirit, you have to consume 120 million spirit in total to get 40 sensory crystals, and you have to disassemble 5 heroes. And they can be any 5 heroes. I would tell you guys, I strongly recommend 1-star, 2-star, and 3-star heroes. You shouldn't be disassembling 4 stars or 5 stars. That's a huge mistake. But if you do all of this, which shouldn't be difficult for anybody, whether you're free to play or established, or even a spender, you'll see that here you can get 150 sensory crystals. Now you need 15 on every floor. How many floors are there? Well, guys, it goes all the way up to stage 7, and then it resets. But let's just ignore the fact that this resets for now and talk about the rewards and how this will work. First things first, the thing you will struggle getting is not sensory crystals. You can pick up 150 and you will need them all. You'll need 15 on this floor, 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 and then finally when you get to stage 6, you'll notice things change. It says find the Ghost Queen. The way the Ghost Queen will appear is when you find all 10 little ghosts. And at that point, when the Queen appears, every tile that doesn't contain a ghost will flip back over and the Queen will be in one of them. So you will be left with 15 tiles, one will be the Queen. So you then have to use 14 more sensory crystals and then select the Queen. That will then progress you to the next stage, which is stage 7, where you have to find the Ghost Queen twice. So again, you repeat the usual 15, find the 10 little ghosts, and then with the remaining 15 tiles where you used your sensory crystals, they will flip back over, and one of them will have the Ghost Queen. So again, like stage 6, you will use another 14 sensory crystals to reveal where that queen is, flip, find her, and at that point it will flip over again, and you'll have to use 14 more sensory crystals to find the second Ghost Queen. And at that point, you will get yourself a mysterious artifact selection chest. It is really important you use sensory crystals to reveal where these guys are, because if you do not, you will get punished so hard. Because if you look at these waves, you need 2 witches potions minimum to find 2 little ghosts, 4 to find 4, 6 to find 6. At this point, you'd have used 12 witches potions. That is a full 500 scrolls. So that's a lot. Stage 4, 8. Stage 5, 10. At this point, that's 30 witches potions. Again, 1,000 scrolls won't even give you that many. 1,000 scrolls will only give you 24. So you're starting to hopefully see just how valuable witches potions are. Stage 6, you're going to need not only 10 for the little ghosts, 1 additional one for the Ghost Queen. So that's 41 witches potions at this point. And to do stage 7 with the mysterious artifact selection chest you see here as the prize, you're going to need to do another 10 plus 2 more to find the ghost fairies at a minimum. And that will take you up to the grand total of 53 witches potions that you will need to go ahead and get the mysterious artifact selection chest. And that will use all 150 sensory crystals that you have, because it will use 15 on every single floor, and then 14 twice, once for floor 6, once for floor 7, and then 14 again for stage 7. So that's 147 sensory crystals, and you get 150 for free. So again, free-to-play players, you know for sure that you can get enough sensory crystals for free to get all the way up to round 7. So the question is not about sensory crystals, it is about witches potions. So let's go see how we get them. First things first is you can get them from the Witch's Hut by spending gems. You can get 8 from here for the 6,000 chest, and for the 3,000 package, that's going to get you another 4. So that takes you to 12. As a free-to-play player that doesn't use any scrolls, that's 12 potions you can buy for 9,000 gems. These are a priority, especially this 6,000 package here. Let me show you why. If you get 12 Witches potions, you use 2 here, you use 4 here, and you use 6 here. That gets you stage 3 completed. That will give you 20 glorious relics, and as well, it will give you 5 cores of transcendence. This is fantastic for a free-to-play player because you can guarantee you can get that on top of the additional rewards you're getting from this package. So this 6,000 package you see up here is super valuable because it gets you the 8 Witches potions, it gets you 40 scrolls, which is nuts, it gets you 4 cores of transcendence, which is what 6,000 gems is worth alone, so it's definitely worth buying. But in addition, on top of that, you're getting a 6-star chest. You're getting this fantastic package, which will give you materials that will progress your tenants in the Celestial Island once you have a Void 4 hero. And you get 20 relics and an additional 5 cores. But to do this optimally, you're going to need 12 potions. So, again, that's 8 here and 4 here. If you only have 6,000 gems, you can buy the 6,000 package, and then you can get additional potions from the summon prizes. You can get another 2 here, which will take you to 10, and another 2 here, which will take you to 12. So for doing 100 summons, plus that 8 package, you can get, for 6,000 gems and 100 summons, all of the stuff from stage 1 to stage 3 here in the Ghost Hide and Seek. Now, free-to-play players, if you want to push a little bit further ahead, Stage 4 is also possible. But you have to buy this package here for 6,000 and this package here for 3,000. That's going to cost you 9,000 gems. That will take you to 12. But for Stage 4, you're going to need 8 little ghosts. Where can we get those 8 little ghosts from? Well, 8 Witches potions. If you remind yourself the summon prizes, if you get up to 300 points here, that will get you 2, 4, 6, 8 witches potions, which is perfect. So the ideal strategy for a free-to-play player is to use 300 scrolls, and then buy these packages for 9,000 gems, and that's the bare minimum you'll need to go all the way from stage 1, 2, 3, right through to 4, which will get you an eminent hero selection chest, which includes light and dark heroes. That is exciting. At that point, free-to-play players, you should stop. You shouldn't make any more progress. Now, you could say, MK, but what if? What if I want to go and push this for more rewards? There's some really good stuff here. You can get a 9-star puppet at stage 5. You can get a really interesting chest here that's offering some very rare resources here that are always hidden behind paywalls, these higher end star spawn cores, and this master's toolbox. That's super exciting. And then number 7, that's going to get you a mysterious artifact selection chest. Well, to get this far, the only way a free-to-play player can do that is by spending all 2,000 scrolls needed to max out the summon prizes here. If you're a free-to-play player and you can do that, that will drain you of every single scroll you most likely have as a free-to-play player. And remember, this is the first of many holiday events that are coming up. We have Halloween, then Black Friday, then Christmas, then Chinese New Year. These are 4 massive heroic summon events where you will need a lot of scrolls to make progress. I would argue a free-to-play player who doesn't want to spend money on this game is best using 300 scrolls now and saving the rest for Black Friday, for Christmas, and for Chinese New Year, because that will get you where you need to go for this eminent chest and get you everything else before it. Now, looking further ahead, you might be asking, well, what about these other packages? These offer bat cookies. So let's talk about these bat cookies as well. So bat cookies can be used in exchange for the Devil's Knight skin, the Dread Puppet skin, and the Prince Zombie skin for Tix, Amon-Ra, and Cthulhu. These skins are festival exclusive. They are rare, they are very difficult to get your hands on, and most importantly, they can be used in the new Celestial Island area that gives you bonuses for having skins that are rare. So people will be very attracted to picking these up. In addition, a 9-star light puppet is huge for a lot of players. This is going to give you excellent progress. One awkward thing though for free-to-play players is bat cookies are limited and you can only get a certain number. First of all, let's look at the bottom ones. If you get yourself a 5-star Annabelle, you'll get 5 bat cookies. If you get a 6-star Annabelle, that's 10, and for a 10-star Annabelle built this week, that will take you to 20. So that's a total of 35 you can get for building Annabelle. Likelihood is, though, as a free-to-play player, you are not going to do this. So let's scroll up. Obtain 5-star heroes. Great, that's doable. 35-star heroes, quite easy to do. Shouldn't have a problem doing that. You can get them from Cores of the Transcendence. You can get them from ones you've saved up in your bag. It should be fairly okay and accessible to do this. So that's 30 bat cookies we can get there. And also you need to consume witches potions to get bat cookies. Again, if you've been keeping track, you'll realize that a free-to-play player can get 12 potions more if they want to use scrolls. So let's say, for example, you get 12 and you get 30. That's 42. You can buy from here 35. That will take you to 77 in total. Those 77 are only enough to either get you a skin or a 9-star light puppet. That's up to you to decide which one you value more. Skins will help you out massively in the Celestial Island in the long term and boost up your heroes. A 9-star light puppet, though, will give you more fodder. The thing is, though, 5-star heroes can be accessed in time and with patience. Skins, on the other hand, are hidden behind paywalls and exclusive if they are festival limited. So you may find that skins are the more appealing option if you want to completely optimize your playstyle. However, if you're in a hurry and you want to get a 9-star light puppet, that might be worth grabbing as well. I wouldn't encourage the Eminent Hero Selection chest. I think it's not worth it. It's definitely much better to go for food if you were going to do that as a 9-star puppet. But in general, my recommendation would be now, thanks to the Celestial Island improvements, to go for skins. Finally, guys, you're probably wondering what spenders should do. Spenders, my friends, let me start with the lowest form of you, the lower mid-spender. 50 bucks will get you this package. Regardless of what it gives, the important thing is it gives 15 witches potions. The other stuff is also great. You get 5,000 gems, 100 scrolls, you get a brand new skin, which is going to be limited, so that's great, and that's going to be for Andrea. If you want to get this as a free-to-play player, wait a few months, they'll eventually add it to a skin chest, and then we get a luxury 5-star hero selection chest, which includes a copy of the new hero, Annabelle, which is pretty good if you wanted to get a copy of her, and I'm telling you guys, you probably do want to get a copy of her, because she looks pretty cool. Either way, 50 bucks will get you these 15 Witches Potions. 15 Witches Potions, if combined with the potions that you can get from here, will take you to 12 plus 15, which is 27. 27 potions is not enough to go ahead and max this event. I'm sure you figured out. But if you bought that $50 package and got to 27 now, without using any scrolls, you would have to use, in the summon prizes, a whopping 1,050 scrolls to go round this twice, get the additional 2 you'll need to round yourself off, and that will give you exactly enough Witches Potions to flip all of the little ghosts and the queens. You cannot, if you do that, gamble a potion, because if you do and you fail, you have wasted that potion and you will have to use more scrolls to pick up more potions. If you're completely optimal and you use every single sensory crystal, you go ahead and buy this package for 50 bucks and you spend 1,050 scrolls that will give you exactly enough Witches Potions to go through and do this entire game mode, if you use sensory crystals properly. I know I probably just repeated myself there twice, but it's because I'm stressing how important it is for you not to waste Witches Potions and do that optimally. Basically, guys, what I'm telling you is for 1,050 scrolls plus 50 bucks, you can get yourself a mysterious artifact selection chest, a very rare selection of materials, along with a 9-star puppet, an imminent chest, all the stuff you see here as well. That's incredible value for 1,050 gems plus 50 bucks. People that want to spend a bit more, well, let me introduce you to this package right here. One thing you'll realize is for you to optimally clear this event, you cannot gamble Witches Potions. So by doing one full clear, you run out of sensory crystals, and that's why they're available for purchase here. You can buy 200 sensory crystals, which is enough to go ahead and do a second pass through. However, doing that will only pick you up 40 Witches Potions, which is not enough. Therefore, for you to have enough Witches Potions, which is 53, you need to go ahead and use all of the scrolls you have this event to do 2,000 scrolls. At that point, you would have had to have bought the $50 package here, use 2,000 scrolls, and buy 2 additional $100 packages to be within a shot of completing all of this twice. That doesn't sound like very good value to me when you compare it to using 1,000 scrolls and $50. So let that be my thoughts for you guys. It's doable. It could be attractive. But bear in mind that's going to cost you an additional $200 to what you could do for one pass. But bear in mind, $200 is getting you another 6-star chest. It's getting you another one of these ghost treasure chests. It's getting you more cores, more relics. It's getting you another eminent chest. It's getting you a 9-star puppet. It's getting you rare resources, which are only hidden behind paywalls. And finally, it's getting you another mysterious artifact selection chest. If that to you, in your mind, is worth $200, then perhaps go and spend. But do remember, you will have to use all 2,000 scrolls needed this event. And in my opinion, using 2,000 scrolls this early into the holiday season is not optimal. Because as I said, we have Black Friday, we have Christmas, and we have Chinese New Year. I think spenders, your most optimal option is to buy the $50 package and use 1,050 scrolls. I think what's going to be happening with Black Friday, Christmas, Chinese New Year, is there will be optimal ways to complete those events using 1,000 scrolls only. And using 1,000 scrolls only will potentially even get you 5 copies of the new hero. And with 5 copies of the new hero, you can go ahead and claim the additional rewards from the back cookies, which will get you even more copies of skins or the 9-star light puppet here if you so wanted to grab it. And bear in mind, by buying this package, you are guaranteed to have 5 copies of Annabelle, because you can get the additional copy here if you low roll and from 1,000 scrolls only get 4. You are guaranteed 2 as rewards for doing 1,000 scrolls, and you are guaranteed 2 by doing 1,000 scrolls. So you are guaranteed by buying this package to get all the Annabelles you need to make a 10-star Annabelle to complete this part of the event as well. So it should sound super optimal to you guys that spending $50 and 1,050 scrolls is exactly what you should do. Don't confuse that with 1,500 scrolls. It's 1,050, because you need that additional 2 you get for doing 50 to take you up to 53. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Hopefully that hasn't gone over your heads, and hopefully this event is not as overwhelming as it may initially seem. There's a lot of options for you guys. You're probably going to have to go back and watch sections of this video. And as well, let's go take a look at next week's event before we close here. We're going to have Imp's Adventure. We've got a fantastic shelter mission. It's offering Fiona, Ithaca, Gloria, and Ignis. All of them have a use. Tara, less exciting. Aspen, pretty cool considering he's going to be the next Transcendence hero. So yeah, really good heroes available here. I'll talk more about what they're good at next week, so be sure to subscribe for that one. And folks, as well, tomorrow, or technically today, I'll be releasing a video giving you my first impressions of Annabelle. So folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this video has been comprehensive enough to help you guys with what to spend your money on, what to spend your gems on for the varying different players in this game and what kind of budget level you're at. And hopefully it's reminding you guys that this is the first big Scrolls event of many. We have Halloween, Black Friday, Christmas, and Chinese New Year. So don't go too crazy on this one. You need to pace yourself. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And if you are treating Idle Heroes like a marathon, you will get more rewards in the long run. Anyway, folks, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in, and happy idling.